Alright, so this is a French Ruby, and you're going to get to see how it shoots.
One Ruby in a World War II helmet. If I can get this out. Horrible. Got it, finally. All right. All right, you ready? Yep.
And 8-year-old.
Hi guys, this is Outdoors Channel 44, and hopefully you liked the shooting part of this video. This is the first part of the video that you should have saw first. But so this, as you've not already seen, this is the video on the French Ruby, and you've already seen a little bit of shooting. That'll probably be all the shooting part of the video, but this is just going to be telling a little bit of what the gun is, what it shoots, how I attained it, the story and the history behind it. I don't know all the history, but I can tell you something, and just a little bit of everything about it, how it comes apart, all that stuff. So let's get to it. Alright, so this is a French Ruby, and the French used this weapon during World War I, World War II. It's called the French Ruby, and this is more or less the 1911 of the French during World War II. I mean, it feels like a 1911, it's just small. This is a very small gun. I mean, I would have liked to carry it. I don't know if I would want to be running into battle with just this gun. That would be a little scary because, I mean, you're shooting a little old tiny 32 auto bullet. I mean, it's this is a 71 grain bullet. It's a little hollow point. But thanks again, you did not have a hollow point back in World War II. Then it was outlawed, and let me show you. I'll show you a full metal jacket bullet, and I mean, basically that's all you would have is a full metal jacket, 71 grain, 70 grain bullet. So, would you want to be running into battle with 8 of these, or really 8 plus 1, when you could have something a little bit more powerful? But think again, this gun would be given to an officer or somebody that's important, that's really not going to see a whole lot of battle, and more or less just of a self-defense weapon. I mean, you'd have all your men with Mausers and bolt-action rifles with like 8mm shell, shooting an 8mm, a lot bigger bullet. But if somebody was coming at me in a trench, I would much rather have this than a 5-foot rifle that you can hardly get around a turn without being awkward. I mean, you could come around corners and do whatever you would want to in a trench with this weapon. But because you have 8 shots that you can put down range in about 3 seconds, which in a rifle it would take quite a bit longer, because you'd only have 1 shot. Then you would have to work your bolt, put another round in the chamber, and then you're ready to go again. With this here French Ruby, you just pull the trigger. As long as you're on target. I mean, I wouldn't want to be shot with a 32. I wouldn't want to be shot with anything. I would doubt anybody would want to. This is what the sights look like. I mean, it's a very small minimalist sight, but they're not great. I mean, this is a point and shoot, close quarters gun. I mean, it's a handgun. I mean, you're not going to be shooting at 75 yards. Well, you did see that. My friend did hit a 2-liter at 75 yards while we were shooting in the first part of the video. I mean, I don't see how he done it. I think he just got lucky. I mean, but I guess it is possible. But that's not what the weapon's intended on. Now, as you can see right here, this used to be a lanyard for a that you could attach a lanyard to it, attach it to your body. I don't know why you'd want to do that. French are weird, but you can go ask them why. I mean, I couldn't find any. I probably could if I looked a little harder, but I didn't find anything of why you'd want to do that or why they wanted to. I guess maybe if you dropped it, it would still be attached to you, but I guess that's the reason for that. But I'll show you like just the size of a 32 auto. So this is a 9mm Black Talon. And this is a little 32 auto, and it's 72 grains. No, 71 grains, which back then it would probably have been like a 70 grain or 69 grain bullet. And they would not have had hollow points or anything like that. It would have been a standard ball round. Which, I mean, I wish I had a 45 bullet and I could show you what America was using to what the French had, but I don't have a 45 bullet right now. I don't own a 45, so I don't have any ammo for it. So that's what that is. It's a French Ruby. I'll show you how to take the gun apart. I mean, now the gun is very easy to take apart. So all you got to do is you lock the slide back. Just pull your safety up, pull the slide back, and the barrel turns, and then you pull it, and then it turns again. The barrel comes off. That's a little cute barrel. That's a little cute barrel, ain't it? And again, on the barrel, I thought that was kind of weird, or kind of cool. It says hope on the barrel. I'm not sure who done that. I don't know if that's what it was. I don't know if that's from the French. I don't know. But, and then from there, you just slide the slide forward. And then, like this, you bring the slide release back up, and then the slide goes forward. So, this is your frame, this is your slide, this is your recoil spring, and that's your barrel. There's 4 parts of this gun. And this is a hammered fired gun. As you can see, there is a hammer, and so I was just wanting to tell you, because it's not a striker fired bullet, a striker fire gun. There was striker fire handguns back then, but most of them still had a hammer, whether that was an external hammer or an internal hammer. So I'm going to put the gun back together. So it's very simple, almost as simple as putting it or taking it apart. It's just the opposite. So you get your rails lined up, bring the gun, bring everything back, pull your slide release up, you just pull it back, it locks, get your barrel, stick it back in the way you took it out, push it in, push it on, twist it around, push it on in, and you're back. It's back together. Now the French did like that. I do like this, that it's so easy to take apart. It's a whole lot easier to take apart than a 1911. This reminds me of a Glock, because I mean, it doesn't take apart near like this. A Glock doesn't, but just by like the 4 parts, easy to take apart, that kind of stuff. I do like that, this, for that reason. As I said, I think I'll tell you if I. Alright, so how I acquired this gun. My grandfather fought in Normandy, and he brought this handgun back with him from where he fought in the Second World War. I don't know how he got it. He probably took it off of somebody, or he took it from a living person or a dead person. I don't know. It was my my grandfather's father, so it'd be great grandfather, and this gun was inherited to my grandfather, and then it was inherited to me. So that's how I have acquired the gun, and I like it. It's a part of history. It's a part of my family's history, and I think that's about the end of the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Oh, and go subscribe to Philip Walker's YouTube channel. That's his name. That he was in the video shooting a little bit, and I'll put his YouTube name right out here in front of right here in the middle of the screen, and you can go subscribe to him and do whatever. Go like his videos, subscribe to him, and please do the same to me. And if you have any questions or anything, if I said anything wrong, which I'm sure I did, please put it in the comment section. Comment it to me and tell me what I did right, what I did wrong, what you liked about the video. Please comment, and please subscribe and like, and you go ahead and get outside, do something fun, and live a dream every day. Right, so I just had to put this in the video. So this is about the end of the day of shooting, and Philip wanted to shoot my little 20 gauge shotgun. It's that little 20 gauge right there, and it's pistol grip. And he just put this bottle down the ground, and he was probably about 5 foot from it. He loads the shotgun, he goes around and shoots it and misses it. I just had to do it. Sorry, Philip, but tell me in the comments what you think about it. If it's funny, whatever, just tell me.